Okay, it's 10 minutes of 6 or 5:50, and we're now motion to come out of executive session.
Second.
We are now in session again, and we do have an action.
Okay, who made the motion to come out?
I did.
Mike, okay.
Dale second.
Dale second, all right. Action.
I'd like to make the motion that we will continue for another year with Dover Foxcroft Solid Waste. And at the end of that term, if we see fit, we're open to seek other or move to another place.
Second. Any further discussion? We vote, all three of us. Okay, thank you all very much for your patience. Did either of you want to speak?
No.
Oh, okay. Hey. All right. Moving to item 5, mowing bids.
Oh.
You'll see the movie.
Yeah. You'd have been 30 seconds quicker.
You wouldn't have had to wait.
Now.
All right. Since we have Jim here, we can do cemetery bids first. That was a returned one. You have 3 cemetery bids. Quotes. Excuse me, they aren't bids. So, lowest to highest.
Oh, you had them in.
Yep.
Lowest was on top.
Correct.
So, oh.
Are you sure?
I thought I had them in order, maybe I goofed.
I think you goofed.
That's the lowest.
Oh, okay.
That
Then
wasn't
it
on
was.
top.
Sorry.
That was, wait a minute.
It may have been the way. No, I'll
Oh,
take.
you did.
I'll
One
take
of
responsibility.
those was turned in at 4:10 this
Oh, okay,
afternoon. I
okay.
might
Alright.
have
Okay.
put it wrong.
No, it may have been the way I'm not used to sitting here. I'm always passing stuff the
wrong-
other way.
Wrong way.
Okay.
So we'll make a motion to we'll go with this.
Yeah, I think we've looked at the bids. This is a known entity, so I think we're probably gonna. My feeling is we should stick with the contractor that we've used. But if you guys,
I'm fine with it.
everybody's fine with that.
Yeah.
So I would go ahead and make a motion.
So I'll make a motion that we accept PJ's lawn care proposal for the 2020 mowing season for our cemetery mowing.
Second.
All those in favor? There you go. Thank you.
There we go.
All right, only one person turned in mowing for the ball fields.
Oh.
I spoke to several people. I couldn't drum up anybody to.
Where was that last year? Same? Remember? I'm just being curious.
Well,
No, that's a good question though.
I have it right here. Just give me my budget binders.
Full. Big.
Right.
Who did it last year?
He did.
Oh, okay.
Parks and Rec is very happy with them. I didn't bother to say one way or the other. 3.
It was 3?
And then
But didn't we have then one of them?
there's wait a minute, there's another.
So,
That's what it says.
Yeah, but wait a minute, and actually Jim, so remember we started this out, it was, Jim was doing cemeteries, then we broke off the in-town piece. So, was Troy doing that last year? Did Troy do in-town?
He did.
Okay, so it's on cemetery, it's on the monument lot. That's where that money was coming out of.
Okay.
It was billed under that,
But
if I remember.
this is all the town plowing. This isn't just the ball field.
That's all,
This,
I asked for all in-town.
yeah.
Mowing.
Correct,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why,
yeah,
she
yes.
said
So
three, so
three-
I know,
three is the
that's why I'm
park.
trying to
You're right.
remember how we did this. I know
Right, right,
it's
'cause
not
this
one
is
bid
monument
last
law.
year, it's two.
Right, exactly. So, because there's boat launch, swim
And there's
front area.
1,200 in the monument lot.
Okay, because there's monument, town garage area, town
And
lot
I
at Dowdy
think
Hill
his
Bridge.
son was under town garage.
Yeah, and,
Oh.
It was
Okay.
messed up how that got split up.
yeah,
I remember the monument lot.
I'm
Don't-
fine with
I
this.
don't
I
remember
think it's
seeing
close,
anybody.
that's what I was trying to remember.
but that's why that number's high.
Correct.
Yeah,
Where are we gonna take that?
Public Works.
That's the only thing to think about, we don't even decide that tonight. 'Cause I already know what's gonna happen, the way that's put that way,
I'm not sure what you mean.
because it's not just rec.
right,
Oh.
right,
That's why
exactly.
we took
It's
some,
not
we took
itemized.
some out of town garage budget, we took some out of monument law.
It's
and
not
we took
itemized,
some
you're right.
out of the
It
rec
need-
field.
I don't see any in the Public
We
Works.
need
It
a
needs-
mowing line.
That's,
I mean, it's all.
Be careful.
But it is.
I understand, but you want, that's why the bulk of that has always come out of the rec's budget.
Correct.
mm,
Yeah, it is, I mean, it's-
so would it be better if it were itemized?
I
So that
can.
we can budget it properly?
I think you're gonna want, that's
Yeah.
what I was getting.
At
Right.
least bifurcate it, just
Right,
rec.
right,
And
that's
then
right.
everything else.
Rec and the rest.
right,
So anything
Okay.
to do with that property,
Yeah.
meaning both
Okay.
sides of the road, the boat landing, all of that,
right,
that's one.
Yep.
yep.
And then the
That's
other,
one
Veterans
number.
Field and everything
That's right,
else.
Correct.
that's right.
Yep.
and then, so that would be one, and then it would be something,
rest of them all.
you'd break out the in-town for the monument law, and I think he's doing the town sign,
Yep, yep, and the town
Yes.
and the
garage,
town garage,
And this building?
yep,
in this.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
see any,
I think that's it.
I don't see any charge to Public Works. I'll go back and
Maybe,
look through.
maybe that's not how that went.
Okay.
I was trying to,
I see 1,200 for Monument Lot, and I think that's all the rest of in town. I don't see it
could
anywhere
be.
else.
I can't
And
remember.
then 3,000 for the ball field there, the ball area.
Right.
So that
yes, I would,
so that was 42 last year,
total.
if that's right.
if that's right. I will look again, but I'm pretty sure that that's,
Ideally, if we could approve it with a breakdown, I think
Yeah.
it'd be better.
I thought, yeah, see that split, so
Yeah.
somebody's quoting
Yep.
I
the
will get a
sign,
breakdown
the
for you.
in-town
Easy.
piece, and the rest is also. If you separate that, somebody else may bid it
Okay,
too.
right.
You never know.
Right, I talked to several people who said, oh, I took on Parkman.
That's fine.
Oh, we live in Monson, I really don't wanna.
That's fine as well, if nobody does, it's okay, but I
Yeah.
just, budgetarily, I think you're gonna want that separate.
I can do that.
And you don't have to, I mean, you
Then
can
it's.
put it all in, you can put all this in town under public works and not under the monument lot.
Yep.
Or you can, I mean, realistically, the monument lot's probably the bigger piece of all of the mowing, that's why it went there.
I think.
It just made when we did budget last year, it was a little clinky because we never budgeted money for monument.
Okay. Oh,
So by having that on there, remember, that was
If
a
it-
conversation
yeah.
at town meeting.
yeah, I remember now. Yeah, I do.
So, that's all, yeah.
All right, I will get that fixed. This
Okay.
is roadside mowing. Only person to respond. He says this is the last year that he will be sending us a 1-year proposal because he wants a 3-year commitment.
This is the guy that did it last year?
It is.
How's the number compared to last year? Do you have that?
I do.
That's close.
Yeah.
I want to say it's really roadside mowing, public.
So what does he want? He wants a multi-year?
He wants a multi-year. I've talked to MMA, apparently Lois did two years ago as well.
We can't do multi-year, we just take it to town.
Yeah, we can do
You
it.
can,
We
you
just
can
gotta.
take it to the
we gotta
town.
put it on.
They also said that the best thing to put in the contract is a non-appropriation clause, i.e. if no money passes in the town budget for roadside mowing, you
Sure.
don't, you can't honor
Right.
that
Oh, I see,
contract.
yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, because you
yeah.
can't, because you don't have the money yet, you
Right.
don't know that you're gonna
Sure.
have the
Right,
money.
I like that.
Yeah, that works, that works.
And I was looking for the,
Well, so we can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
and I had to beg him to do that, cause he's like, I wanna be able to plan 3 years out.
No, I get it.
He's investing in equipment,
Sure.
he's, you know, you
Oh, he did
can
a
see
good job.
his, yeah. It's under summer, summer roads, I'll figure out which.
I like MMA's suggestion.
Crosswalks.
Get an ad on here.
We got a what on here?
Ad.
What was it?
Boat landing.
Well, boat landing was on the,
Center pond.
oh.
That's why I flailed that whole thing, so we could add that to regular, and then we don't have to pay the flail mowing no more. I
Okay,
mean, take him 2 seconds to get him through that now and do it, rather than trying to cut that again. As long as we keep it done. That's what I was trying to make sure.
what
that
is
we
it
had.
there, 150,
1581.80.
it was 1509.90.
Yeah.
Do you wanna add the boat landing? He needs to add the boat landing.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
If
he
it goes
needs,
up that much, I mean,
he also
It's just-
needs to understand the language of our 3-year proposal.
Yeah.
Because essentially, if the money's not allocated, he doesn't have a 3-year contract anymore.
Right, we can't honor what we,
Right.
right,
But that's MMA's instructions, that's really the only way we do it. So-
right.
But he probably runs into that in other places.
yeah, if you look at the rest of the proposal, he's got all sorts of.
that's why I was trying to look at this.
References from other towns
Sure.
and how they,
Is that the right number? Do you know the number of miles?
28 something.
Oh, so,
I don't know, I was just trying to take that in context with our plow contract, and but I
Yeah,
mean,
but
the
is it-
Dowdy Hill is not included, because we don't do that.
Right,
right.
So you take that off, but I don't know. That's why I was just going over the list of roads. I know we have
When
this, every year we talk about this. It looks
well,
great.
I looked at it last time, I added it all up and I checked it against what our inventory says,
It added up.
it added up.
Seems like every year we add one. we should be pretty much
We always
there.
miss a couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't do that forever.
He didn't miss any last year, I know you had the year before,
Right.
What about West Road, is it on there?
I can't tell you.
Okay, so we were mowing that before, we just weren't plowing.
Well, it's summer, yeah, it was
Yeah, because it's
summer maintenance, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so,
we're just gonna tweak it, I guess, and
Right.
then we'll revisit it.
Okay,
Well, pennies in there, so you can do that.
Well, it's just
Yes.
the contract.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And you also wanted to add the boat launch.
Right,
road.
boat
So you
landing.
need to-
so,
center pond boat
Non-appropriation.
landing only, not the other.
Yeah.
and it's
Yes, just
Edgerly,
Edgerly,
Yes.
that's right.
Yes, not Center Pond Road.
I know.
Please don't.
No, don't be mowing that.
I'll go over that with him, okay.
0.2 miles.
Is it?
How many hours still?
It doesn't matter of that. Every time your kid's growing up said, can you take me to the pond? No, it's 0.2 miles.
And it's downhill.
Right.
They even make it. Kids have walked that many times.
All right.
Okay, are we through with mowing bids?
So we passed one, and I'm going to
Work
work on
the
the other two.
We're gonna tweak on those other two, yeah.
Deputy Town Clerk, you'll be happy to know I've done several interviews. I have one more this week, and hopefully by Monday morning, we will have a deputy clerk.
Great,
Great,
exciting.
that
Um,
is.
Several good interviews.
Cool.
Good.
Bangor Daily was a good option. This weekend I doubled the number of applicants I had. It's why I hadn't
It's like I
done
wasn't
any
even advertising
interviews.
before.
Oh, yeah, and it's not mostly Bangor Daily, it's that they put it out to other
Yep.
sites that,
That's great.
so,
That's good.
we're going well there.
Good.
Okay, town report.
Town report, we're coming along on that, but I need some input from you. Did I bring? I need to know who we're going to dedicate it
You
to.
guys said that.
That's the picture we're going to use.
We got that.
I like
That's
the picture.
great. I love
like
it.
that.
Do we dedicate it to someone in that picture?
Well, I wondered if you could dedicate it to the, I can't
Oh.
say that, I'm not
We
further
got surprised
wrong.
then.
I know,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry,
1960.
big mouth.
Year I was born. Well, we'll keep noodling the dedication. What's your drop dead date on that?
I haven't thought about it, so don't look at me.
Well,
You
we,
heard what she said, all right?
we have to have the whole thing done. End of the first week in February to get it in and get it turned around.
Alright, so you need it this
We
week.
got a much bigger problem than that.
We do, we have warrant, we have budget committee
Right, right.
Tuesday,
No, and we've got this project.
and we've got this to be in there.
Which we I think we want all the pictures, all the information, we need to put that together.
So you need to heal up. It's all you.
Stop limping.
You're holding us back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
don't you think that that's where we want that?
Yeah. Well, it needs to be a conversation, yes.
Yeah,
Workshop this weekend?
I don't know about this weekend.
Is that Friday goes?
Yeah, see how Friday
You have to
goes.
go. Okay.
But if Friday's not too late, I mean, we can, well, how about we tentatively schedule something for this weekend?
Okay.
And then tentatively it can be canceled on Friday.
Yeah, or not canceled, it just, tentatively, the three of you. Really, all those materials need to be put together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically organizing this story.
Right.
And the materials and the sequencing is, so what's gonna be in that, in the warrant, or on the town report, we wanna get that in there.
Are we on that conversation yet?
Not, well, yes.
Well, cause we're on town report.
Right.
And then you're right, the budget's gotta be done.
When are you doing that? When is the budget?
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
So
Tuesday
if-
at 5:06.
If we run into that date, it pushes our town meeting up, is what happens.
Well, I'd like to have the town report back a week before.
I would say a week before.
A week
is
before.
cutting
Anyway.
It's
Yes,
cutting,
yes,
is
yeah.
close,
That's-
and so
that's way too
they
close.
want 2 weeks anyway to
Yep.
process it. I think
Well,
that's
makes
more than
sense.
fair.
Yeah.
Of course, we have to have the warrant out 10 days before.
Sure, Yeah.
I've been working on that as,
so really
Well-
2 weeks is a good target,
yeah,
yeah.
and I've been hampered by a very nasty head cold, sorry. But I worked all weekend, so
Holler if you need help.
if we can have some workshop time, what time would you guys like to meet?
Don't care.
So you're saying this weekend?
Sure. Whatever works for you guys.
To put together stuff on the town?
I'm totally free, except for 9 on Sunday.
I'd rather do it on Saturday, if that works for you
Saturday
guys.
I'm available, I'm just not sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not going anywhere.
10
Right.
o'clock?
Whatever works. Early is better and you got the rest of your day, that's all. That's
You
totally up to
want to do 9?
Whatever you want.
That works for me.
9,
Leave
okay.
it up to you two.
So tentatively, is that a tentative date or we're doing that Saturday?
We're doing
But
it.
we're doing it,
At
Mike
9.
may or may not attend, or he may
I may not be
attend, but
present.
he may
Okay.
attend by phone.
Okay,
Right,
okay.
call it.
We're not making any motions or
Right.
spending any money, so.
Oh,
Right,
100%.
okay.
Nope.
Scratched. Okay.
We did the appointments. Oh, do we have to
We got
say
some
them?
more to do,
Oh.
You have to
you gotta
do
freshen.
Terry and Cynthia Hall because their term ran out
So,
this,
You just gotta
so make a motion to reappoint, is that,
Yep.
yeah,
reappoint Terry Warwick and Cynthia Hall to the budget committee.
Second.
Those in favor? All three of us.
Okay. I just missed that last time, and when I knew I had most of my committee, I was happy about that.
And
but
they're meeting next week,
We're
right?
meeting
Tuesday at 6
Tuesday.
PM.
And traditionally, I mean, we try to go to that.
Yeah, that's where
So just, so you guys
on my
know.
docket.
The only person who's not gonna be
Calendar
happy
invite.
about that is,
Invite me, please.
Yes,
You?
I'll do that.
there was a member who wanted
What?
you guys not to attend.
Oh, really?
It's a public meeting, they didn't want us to attend their public meeting.
Yeah,
Huh.
A member of the budget committee?
yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, that's very interesting.
No, I kind of suggested it because I think we all need to meet and get our
Yep.
act together and
And
keep
yes.
moving, but.
Okay, well, it'll be interesting.
I'll be there.
Town hall renovations.
I just put that on there because Jody sent me the pictures of the office I talked to, is his name Dave?
Yeah.
Town
Yes.
manager.
Yes.
He was very helpful, you know, it's $300 an office, I'll go up and look.
I had a meeting with him today.
What did you think?
Well, it's interesting because their town office is on one whole side. So it's not sharing their space at all. It's sharing, there's, I think there's probably 2, 4, 6 more offices.
Oh, okay.
And we would definitely need 2 offices.
Okay.
Because they're the examination rooms, so which are quite
Yeah.
small. So conceivably, you would need an office and our town clerk, and if you have a deputy clerk, it would be a little even tight for 2 people to be in one of those examination rooms. So it's a little,
And you're not putting the library in there anyway.
no.
Is there any chance of a slight remodel? I mean, if we were willing to do something and.
I mean, what if we wanted to half the building?
Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
mean.
He was
Well,
willing
the
to work with us,
problem-
but I don't know what.
The problem is
doable.
somebody's moved into one of the
Oh.
offices already. The woman who does the hypnosis stuff and massages.
Be well healing.
Yes, was down at the mill. So it's already happened that somebody's moved in. So that person would be sharing your kitchen space and that type of thing. So if we could
It would be interesting to talk to him about a long-term lease
at least.
with a potential renovation to make the space.
I think he's open to that.
The problem is you've got this one person. It really is going to make it.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends how long our lease is.
yeah, true.
I mean, if he can cut a deal for 20 years.
Sure. And he did.
Plus, she probably already knows it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
He wrote to me after we met when I got back home, and he said, I failed to mention to you that we're open to lease terms. I realize Sangerville may only be seeking temporary space until you decide what's best for your needs, and we're certainly not going to lock you into a long-term lease for space you should if you should choose us. We'll work with Sangerville to get you through, whether temporary or longer, is what he wrote to me. So, yeah, I mean, it would be a great, you know, it's air conditioned, it's heated, it's the plowing, it's the sanding, it's ADA
Liability.
compliant, it's all there. But when I walked in, I was thinking, oh, we would be sharing the space with them. No, they're all completely locked
But in
up.
a way, that's a plus.
It's
Yes.
like period.
You
Yes.
got this town over here, and
Yes.
that town over there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he said, that
Yeah.
you could come in and go, I can't remember if it was left or
Yeah,
right,
yeah, no,
but
you
town
go
of Guilford,
left.
left for businesses and straight
Yep.
ahead for us and
Yep.
all be separate.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We would need to remodel then. It would have to be a remodel.
But you could do a lot of remodeling.
Oh, yeah.
For,
Oh.
for a fraction of what you're gonna spend just on this foundation.
Right.
I mean, just a rough number, what is heat, light stuff with this building for 1 year?
Well, she gave it
About number.
10 grand.
Yeah, that was,
Heat, lights and lights and
Yeah,
everything?
oil,
Foam?
But remember,
no.
foam.
I thought oil was more than 10 grand.
Oil and lights average out to over 10 grand.
I thought it was more than that.
Oil was 7,300 on average, something like that.
but
It was
We're gonna-
5 something this year. But,
right, we're going to have to continue to heat this place and ensure if we move out, we can't let the pipes freeze.
You drain them.
You just drain them.
Don't you think for a minute that Dover heated that building when they moved out of it?
Oh,
They drained it.
oh really?
And this is all, you know, you're gonna do something with this.
Yeah.
I mean, this,
You're gonna move along.
whether you don't
Right.
drain it, whatever,
Okay.
something is gonna happen.
Okay, I was thinking that we'd have to keep it heated and keep a liability insurance on it,
You
or
might
you
have some
know.
liability
You would have a
insurance for a while.
level of liability on it. but-
Okay, because then I started
But you're
my
gonna
list.
transition.
Sure, because I was thinking, oh, does this help us at all? Because we have to support this building, continue to support this building.
It would be an exercise.
the number to tear a building down was interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was
The other thing, and this is crazy because I think it's way too small, so and I have no idea what it is. But what about a swap with the Historical Society? Because they do own a building in the center of our town that is a lot smaller.
I've never been in there.
I tell you,
As-
I interpreted a total lack of interest, but maybe
I
it
did
was
too.
financial.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when you go to this, though, you gotta have a plan.
Yeah.
They're gonna wanna, okay, it's yours, have it. But that's what I mean, nobody wants it.
You got a land issue.
Yeah, I know, I heard the people that own the property around it are kinda, you know.
Yep, you'd have no parking, cause
Sorry.
me,
Oh,
there's no parking,
at the historical
yeah.
society.
But they do have a ramp, I mean.
I don't know,
you can
I've
get
never
in
been
and
in the
out.
building,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I was
It's
just
full.
thinking is,
It's full of stuff, so it's hard to tell, yeah,
they can fill this one.
yeah.
Well, I mean, that,
Workshop,
Yeah, would be,
Yeah, we'll talk about that on
well,
Saturday.
in the workshop, right?
Okay.
Right,
So-
yeah,
Okay.
but the bottom line is it would have to be a remodel to
Yep.
make it work.
but if we did end up with an emergency situation, it might be a go-to for
Yes,
a little while.
yes, and he was totally open for all of that.
maybe I could talk to Grace Bible. I don't know if they're open to that kind of thing at all, but they have all those classrooms.
That they're not using.
They're not really,
there's
I mean,
another
the Cub Scouts use it once a week.
But the Cub Scouts
But I mean,
could
if you
use the town hall,
took
too.
total, between insurances
Right.
and total cost
I
to
mean-
run this building, and you have that as your budgetary line item, make a motion to approve, and then that's one number.
Yeah.
Or, open discussion, you know, we could go to here, and it cuts it in half, or we can go to here, and it cuts it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of, sounds simple, but
Yep.
that's kind of how that could work.
I don't know if they'd be open to it, and I don't know if they want the public wandering through, but then
Correct.
they might.
They might look at it as, they may be able to remodel that and kind of separate it off a little bit,
Yeah,
and make it
yeah.
help. You never know. So, anyway.
All right,
Okay. New business,
I didn't put any down, I thought all the old business was.
road commissioners report.
The only, actually, the only thing I should tell you is that we had a complaint about the guy by the platform called me.
The guy what?
With a platform on Silver's Mills.
Yeah, the one that's in the road right away.
Yes, because Warren called the sheriff's department and
Yeah.
told him to move it.
Yep.
We're picking on him.
Oh,
He doesn't own it, I don't know, and I'd looked and I don't know how we'd ever gotten his name, but he called the complaint, so now I know who he is. I explained to him he's in the right of way and that if he does leave his vehicle there, it will be towed, but I don't know if it's a CEO issue, so.
Okay.
Other than that, Dowdy Hill is a mess. According to everybody who calls.
Well, this light's now blowing like crazy.
Yeah,
No snowbanks to stop anything.
no.
right.
Alright.
Okay, correspondence,
Nope.
request for additional agenda items. Selectmen's concerns, hearing seeing none.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Get her done.
6